Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Raccon here, and I apologize for that little rant of mine I posted. I was quite angry after beating FarCry4, and I've just finished the DLC, so this is the full review of FarCry4. So, let's play. FarCry4 is a very, very interesting game. I've never played a Far Cry series, so I did not know what I was getting myself into. But first off, let's just go with the characters and the story. The story starts off with AJ, or AJ, depends on how you say it, Gale, pretty much returning to the country where he was born of Kirat, to spread his mother's ashes. Along the way, he gets taken by Pagan, who is the current king of Kirat. I guess you couldn't call him the king. He's pretty much a dictator. Actually, he is a dictator. Whatever he says goes. He even outlawed candles at one point in the game, which is punishable by death if you light a candle. Which is kind of weird. Though he does answer a question on who the fuck lights every single candle in that game. You go through that game, there are about 8 trillion candles. Like, I'm not even joking, there's a lot of candles. And Pagan, his whole point of that game is to be the super evil villain. Throughout the game, you see how cruel and unusual he is, but at one point, you like him better than the actual other characters. I found him much more enjoyable than the 2 other main characters, because throughout the game, there's only about 4 main characters. AJ, Pagan, and the 2 characters you get to choose from, and that are Amita and Sabal. Amita is there's no character development really in any slightly, but ever so slightly, to where it can only be assumptions. Pretty much your choices in the story is Amita, who wants to go away with the old traditions and rebuild Kirat new. This means selling drugs and things like that to other countries. Sabal, though, wants to retreat back to how things were. He wants to have everyone follow the religion. She wants the Pope, or the Turin Mataran, for their country as the new leader. He wants to return things back to the way they were before Pagan and the Civil War started. And honestly, Amita and Sabal are really bland. In all honesty, I would have enjoyed a lot more character development in both of them and in AJ. In AJ, you learn absolutely nothing about his past other than he was born and his mother took him away to America. Other than that, you know nothing of his personal background. Nothing. And in all honesty, I did not find him. He is pretty much a tool throughout the series. Throughout the game. Because Amita tells you what to do, you do it. If Sabal tells you something you need to do, you do it. There's no real emotional connection he has. I mean, sure, if you spare one of the people's life, because you have choice in this game to spare people, he will sound a bit emotional just telling them to leave. Or when you finally, near the end, sit down with Pagan and talk to him, he's just so emotionless. I found little to care about AJ. And the story is just as bland, really. You get stuck in Kirat, you're not able to spread your mother's ashes, and you get caught up in a civil war. You do mission upon mission, killing the lieutenants. But that's it. There's nothing really, really groundbreaking. I mean, sure, at one point you get locked up into a prison. That was somewhat interesting. But there is nothing really big. Nothing like I would have enjoyed it more if AJ, had a connection, Amita gets kidnapped, he has to go save her. Or Badra, Amita's sister, gets kidnapped. That would have been much better, because Sabal is pretty much rooting for her. I mean, just a bit more of a connection, not a tool. I mean, in the side quest, you meet people like Yogi and Reggie. They're the two people who get high all the time, and they just inject him with drugs. Like, literally, he does not give a damn. He just says, go for it, and they literally just pump him full of drugs, when at first he was pissed about it. But no, apparently, after getting high once, he isn't pissed anymore. He's actually extremely addicted somehow. That didn't make much sense to me. And honestly, since I'm starting to talk about some of the side characters, let's go into that. Because I enjoyed them much more than the actual characters. I mean, Longus, a guy who's trying to redeem himself in his own twisted way. He is a guy who's pretty much has done some bad business in the arms deal race, and because of that, he's trying to repay his past. He's following God, pretty much. It's quite interesting. I enjoyed him a lot more than I did the other characters. Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed him a lot more. I enjoyed him thoroughly much more than the other characters. I would have rather have him put in charge of Karat. And him... Oh, and also, technically you can call him a side character, but Willis Hunt, who appeared in Far Cry 3, also appeared in Far Cry 4. He was much better than any of the main characters. I enjoyed him. He was fun, he was patriotic, he was CIA, he's American. Not to put race into this, but I don't know why, I just found that more entertaining. But, oh my god. He put me through a loop. I like that little twist he had. And then, on another side quest, you have this Shangri-La. Pretty much you find these little pieces, parchment of papers for Athenka. I think that's how it's pronounced, Athenka. It's really weird pronunciation. And you go back into the past somehow with this magical drug, because apparently drugs are magical in these games, that gives you the power of this old karate who's trying to save Shangri-La. And I have to say, that story was pretty cool. I like the whole fighting demons part, and that Raven thing, that thing was awesome. I enjoyed killing that thing. But I wanted more. I wanted more from beating these side quests. Longest you beat it, you get a rocket launcher. From Yogi and Reggie, you get a pipe that somehow transports you into a random part of the map. You smoke it, you huff it, and it transports you to a different part of the map. That's it. That's it. It's nothing. I hated it. I hated it. That's what I got out of doing so much shit for these two idiots. I don't even get to pop them in the fucking head. Seriously, I wanted to shoot them. I wanted to pull the trigger on them. But no. I get a damn pipe. Granted, because of them, you get a few different drugs at the beginning of the missions. But other than that, it's nothing. I mean, sure, it's pretty entertaining, gives you the laughing what the fuck moment, but still. It's just, ugh. I mean, and the Shangri-La missions, which gave you a tiger as a pet, and an elephant as a pet, you lost them. And I really would want, like, at the end of those missions, I would have wanted the bow somehow. Because the bow that somehow allows you to slow down time, that would have given me a shit ton of help during some of the side missions. Like a shit ton of help. Now, with the story side quest done and the people of the main quest, there's actually the small bosses, which Anthony Deplore, I think, Deplore,
that is all I get.
I found him an interesting character, same with Yuma and Nori. And honestly, I wish I could have done a bit more with those characters. Because what I'm angry at, really, is not what they put into the story and to some of these characters and villains, it's what they didn't put in. The opportunities they could have done with these characters. Because in all honesty, I would have loved to do a mission maybe for Deplore, to side with more people than Amita and Sabal, I would have loved a bit of more extra character development with these characters. That is what I would have loved. Okay? And a bit more characters, because other than the characters I mentioned and Bhadra, there is no one else at all than the other characters that are mentioned. And I would have loved more, and I would love to do more missions. For the love of God, more actual story missions. Because the side missions got really repetitive really fast. And the character missions that I wish there were more of. And as of the side missions, speaking of which, let's go into gameplay. Gameplay was phenomenal. It really saved this game. Not only that, I loved it. Except there were a few parts. Driving, for one, was redundant. I found it pointless. Because, honestly, the second I got a buzzard, which is this little helicopter thing, I found driving pointless. Because there's no really point in it. Karat is nothing but a big mountainous region. You have to drive around everything. I mean, sure, you can climb up them, but that takes forever. And until you get the wingsuit, which, if you wait until you get it with Willis, you can't really use it for much. I mean, mountain climbing was an interesting mechanic, though I have to admit it was boring. There were certain times where I would just be facing a cliff not knowing how to get up. And those really pissed me off and just made me say, damn. And other than driving, I guess the riverboats, those were useful for going up the rivers, but they served little to no purpose. There were not very many water missions. I mean, driving was pointless. Sure, to catch up to a convoy, yes, but again, it's a mountainous region. Honestly, if you were on top of a mountain and you see a convoy, you could literally just keep going down with your wingsuit and not have to use a car to catch up to the convoy. It proved to be pointless. And convoys and warpaths were side missions where you destroyed cars or steal them and take them to the outposts. And I liked the outposts. It gave you fast travel, and it made stealth really interesting in this game. Honestly, it felt kind of like a first-person modern-day Assassin's Creed. And I liked that. And it kind of makes sense if you... I don't know them. Alright, I'm just saying, if you watch this, go to the Game Theorist. MatPat, he made a huge bit about Ubisoft and how all the Far Cry games and Assassin's Creed games are connected. Go look that up. That will explain it, and it will really show it, because in the game there's a lot of parts where you can go stealth. And I went stealth probably 80% of the times until some random animal just came in and takes everything. The animals pissed me off, and they made me go, fuck it, bring out the machine gun and mow everything down. And the animals and the eagles. Son of a bitch, those eagles. I almost had it perfect. I almost had all 4 fortresses done, stealth-wise. But those damn eagles, those fucking eagles got me. Eagles are, they prove no point in that game. You can't skin them for crafting. I mean, there's animals you can shoot. You skin them, you're able to craft upgrades. Eagles serve no point. You can't use their feathers for anything but to sell them. And they're annoying as fuck. I don't even think in my entire playthrough I saw them once attack a different guard. Other than Golden Path members and myself, they didn't attack anyone. They're so stupid. And the yaks, oh my god. All the animals, when they attack you, it gets really annoying. Especially when you're not even pointing your gun at them. I understand that's how normal animals would react. But sometimes they just make you just scream out, God damn it! I mean, that is how it goes. But I do admit I liked how lifelike they acted. And I do admit those damn honey badgers and that damn gulo, I believe it was called. Because there's this one dude, this fashion designer, I hated him. I wouldn't even count him as a character. I hated him. He was annoying. asks you to go around, kill a bunch of animals for their skins to craft the ultimate upgrades. And I found them. That damn honey badger. That damn. Oh god, I like the start of that mission, but still. I found him annoying. And the whole be fierce part was kind of stupid. If anything, I would have rather shot him. Actually, there's a lot of people I would have shot. Actually, that shortcut at the beginning of the game, I don't find it lazy at all. I think it makes total sense. Because I would have shot the hell out of a lot of those people. Because they were annoying as hell, and I did not find them amusing or good whatsoever. I would have done that. But back to the gameplay, shall we? All the guns did good. I think they were very loyal to all their stats. And they were different. They weren't all the same gun. Though sometimes they did feel that way, like some of the sidearms. But they really varied in size. And also the upgrades were really good. Though I did hate how you could only have a few attachments on certain guns. But I guess it would make sense on the gun model. Though I do have to say the homestead you get in the game is lackluster. I would have wished for more. I would have wished for like a hoe or something I could put in there. Because it was kind of boring. Like a strip club, if I could add that to the homestead, I would have done something like that. Just for kicks and fucking giggles. That's what I'd done. Because the woman you see in front of the arena is boring as hell, and I would have shot her. Yep. And the arena, that shit pisses me off. That fucking arena pisses me the fuck off. Because it serves no goddamn point. Okay? The arena, once you get to level 10, you get a gun. Once you get to level 15, you get fucking nothing. You don't get laid, you don't get a new gun, you don't get shit. All you get is a goddamn fuck you, not even a trophy. It is literally a finger telling you to go fuck yourself. I hated that so much. Because I did not know there was an app until a few hours ago to where you can instantly get yourself to level 15. So I did it all solo by myself. It was kind of bullshit. It was really bullshit. And honestly, some of the collectibles, I found them also lackluster. I didn't really use any of the gun for hire, so the max things were boring. I think I only did those for the trophy. Same with the wanted posters. I wanted a bit more reward from the gameplay. That is what I wanted. A bit more reward. It did not give me that. It did not give me a satisfying ending. It did not give me a good reward for either killing or sparing people. It didn't give it to me. And for that reason, I was kind of sad. And not only that, some of the achievements and trophies were kind of lying, because you really don't decide their fates. Like, Yuma, you don't decide her fate, you have to kill her. Deplore, you can't decide his fate. Same with Nor, you don't decide her fate, she just dies. And I really hated that. I wanted to decide people's fates. I wanted more options in this game. That is what I wanted. Though I do have to say, I am also disappointed in one part of the gameplay, because I did go through a few walls, I did get stuck, and it is annoying. I hated that. I got actually stuck. And throughout all these patches, and it has been over a year since this game has come out, and I still was getting stuck in walls, in rocks, and it got annoying. I did not enjoy that. And let's see, I've covered all that stuff. Let me move on to the DLC, because Hank, who's more or less a co-op DLC guy, liked him. Not too bad. I liked how he was as a second player. Not only that, let me move on to the main one. The Valley of Yetis. That was good. That was challenging. I liked killing the Yetis, and I liked how it actually gave your homestead there a purpose. It gave it the purpose of having defenses. And that was something FarCry4 needed. God, and honestly, the Yetis were damn awesome. I have to say the Yetis were pretty damn spot on. They were fun, they were enjoyable, and the story was good. I was actually satisfied killing the cult leader. I was actually satisfied, which is something I did not get in the Far Cry 4 games. And the Yetis were challenging and unique, and I enjoyed that. But I have to say it was short. Very, very short. I actually beat the game in one night's play. Well, the Valley of Yetis DLC. Ugh, what was with my speech today? It was just short. I wanted more. I wanted to kill Yetis. I wanted to become a Yeti. I wanted to wreck shit. But no, I didn't get that chance. I didn't at all. And also, I didn't like how at the start of the Valley of Yeti, you lost all your equipment. You lost everything. You started out brand spanking new. As if you were starting Far Cry 4 all over again from the get-go. Though, granted, once you do complete a mission or discover locations, you do get 4,000 EXP. And you only get like 100 EXP per level. So it does give you your skills really, really fast. But it was short. Yetis were fun to kill. I liked how you could literally find the guns in the game, and I liked how you could find skins in the chests. That was pretty damn good. I liked that. I liked that a lot. Because I kind of hated hunting down every single creature in the game of Far Cry 4. It kind of just... Ugh. It was just... I guess it was just me being lazy. It wasn't hard, it was just me being lazy. Now, before the final verdict, I do have to say this. Far Cry 4 had a stunning look. I liked all the mountains, all the temples, how much detail that they truly put into the artwork of this game. It was beautiful, it was gorgeous. I liked flying in the buzzards, and I liked looking around, seeing how much detail there was in this game. And the music was pretty damn good. Like the ominous sounds of the masks to the sudden drum beats of you taking down a fortress. And I loved the slow, steady beat of when you're stealth. That was pretty damn good. It really set the mood up. Even though in the end the mood wasn't too good. So, I guess now is my final verdict time, which I have to rate Far Cry 4 as a 7 out of 10. Right now, it is a 7 out of 10 because I did not like the story. And the story is one of the biggest points for me. But I will get an 8 out of 10 for co-op and for the DLCs. So if you get everything, including the DLCs, you can consider it an 8 out of 10. I consider that a must-play. It is good, the gameplay is fun, but I will admit, you will be disappointed with the story. And I have to say that it was pretty damn gorgeous, just flying around. But other than that, that is it. And I will see you guys when I come back from my next recon. This is Raccon, signing off.